Today we're going to be building a Jungle Book diorama in Planet Zoo. With the recent release of the Eurasia Animal Pack, we got the sloth bear, which is honestly the only other animal we were missing to complete the little Jungle Book roster. Thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Leaf, and let's get started. Alright, my friends, so the fun thing about this diorama build was the fact that it was actually a live stream. I did a lot of this building off camera, so you can see I'm working on the actual pages for the diorama right here, but the actual bulk of the diorama was done on stream. It was really fun. So in case if you guys are not aware, it was kind of like a release day stream that I was able to do with the Eurasia Animal Pack just coming out at that point. Or it was the day after I would stream the Eurasia Animal Pack would come out, so it was kind of like a little bit of a sneak peek, if you will. But what I really wanted to do was just build a quick little diorama on stream, because I never really stream, you guys might know that. It's really just a once in a while thing. I'm really trying to change that because I had such a blast. You guys were absolute delights, and it was just something I really want to do in the future a lot more. So you can see I am getting to work on this little book diorama right here. That was kind of like the main focal point of this. And I'm kind of layering these pieces on top of each other. I wanted like this gold embroidery and all that jazz, just to have it look a little bit, a lot more ornate and a lot more old. I wanted this to be like a very old book, like it was Richard Kipling's like old original copy or something. I don't know. So you can see I got to work on the actual terrain of this diorama directly right after that. Wanted to make sure the water would actually fit in there so we could get the little Baloo River that he floats down singing the bare necessities. And then from there it was just arranging everything else to get ready for the stream. So I really just wanted this good base for it before we actually got into the stream itself. I do apologize, I will have some stuff in here that is like not really building because I just took all the stream footage and then compressed it into like one video, so I hope that's fine with you guys. Really do recommend using the diorama mode if you have not messed around with it just yet. It is super fun. Really do recommend it if you guys are hoping to play a little bit more with like a little bit more creative ideas in Planet Zoo. Really, it's just a really awesome feature that we even have for free. Like, that is insane right there, that the Planet Zoo devs were like, you know what, we're just gonna let you guys have this and we're not gonna charge you anything for it. Really, really cool. I don't know, I just always love that about the Planet Zoo dev team specifically. Really awesome move on their part. Really great people over there. Alright, so you can see we're getting to work on like that little background piece right over there. Elephants are pretty big, guys, so I didn't really want to put them in the diorama itself. A little bit of a shame. I know Nick was getting a little bit angry with me about that, but it was just what we were doing to have this look as concise as possible. That's how we get the beautiful looking thumbnail. And other things I wanted to include in here were the strangler fig trees, just to help make that stand out a little bit more. And adding some roots on top of those too, just to have it really settle into the rest of the environment. Really do love the look of that. I don't know, it turned out great. Then from here, I wanted to get all of our animals in here, make sure they're able to use this entire diorama. And one of the things I wanted to have was King Louie be able to brachiate over here, because of course, as well as his little minions too. So I have both Siamangs. I know technically they weren't in the Jungle Book, but I don't really care. And we also have Lar Gibbons too, which I believe were? I'm not sure. It's been a while since I watched the movie. But over here I wanted to put King Mowgli, not King Mowgli? No. He's the boy king, boy child, jungle boy, I don't know. I wanted to have King Louie's temple right over here. So you can see I'm using the Indonesian set, of course, from the tropical set. Really, really awesome set right there. If you guys are hoping to build a little bit more with some tropical inspired pieces, an incredible set for you guys to check out. So I'm really just trying to make this look as detailed as possible. There really is no logic when it comes to this little section, but I try to make it look good regardless. Like, you don't need too much logic when you're building something like this, but you need to know how it's gonna look when it all comes together. I don't know, I really do like that. So you can see I'm just adding that little bit of framing to the rest of the habitat all around here. Just really trying to orient it a lot more, just have it look a little bit more concise. I don't know. And you can see we are getting into the actual live stream right over here. Yeah, that's really it. We're kind of watching Baloo climb around for a little bit. He's doing his best. I love the sloth bear. The sloth bear is gorgeous looking. Like, I can't get over it. It's just really awesome. But you can see right after that, I'm like, okay, we gotta ground ourselves. We gotta get to work right over here. I was showing off some other, like, gift shop pieces, showing off, like, the new tiger morph. There we have, like, King Louie, yada, 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 throwing on some music for you guys. And then we got to work right after this. I know it's not really too interesting of a speed build right now, but it will be soon. I promise you that. So yeah, I really just wanted to make King Louie's temple right over here, get to work on like a little bit of a throne for him. Really do love how well these pieces work together. This is, again, just a simple Indonesian set. Really awesome pieces right there. Again, if you're trying to make like a tropical zoo, or you're even trying to make kind of like an Asian-inspired zoo, this is absolutely the pack to get. It's really, really awesome when it comes to that stuff. Just trying to make sure that all looks good. Looking at Bagheera really quickly before we get to work on our little wolf den. So I recall there being like a little bit of a den for the wolves in the Jungle Book. We actually do work on like their little council space right after this, right after the live stream specifically. So you'll see that in just a little bit. And we threw in the pangolin to pay homage to the live action Jungle Book. Which one's your favorite? Alright, which one's your favorite? Is it the live-action Jungle Book, or is it the original, like, 1960s Jungle Book? I personally, this is gonna get me, like, crucified by some people, but I honestly love the live-action. There's something about Bill Murray singing that is just really freaking good. But yeah, that's really it. So yeah, just adding this stuff over here. That was my main goal for the stream, was to get those towers to look right. So here I am, just trying to make sure that I understand these pieces to the best of my ability, getting that kind of round top dome look, and adding some extra flair around here, like every so often, to make it look just a little bit more concise, I guess. I don't know. But looking at that from afar, I was very happy with it. It just needed a little bit of extra height, so I gave it a second section right below that. Adding some other pieces in here, like the domes and such. Really just having it look very nice in the end. Again, this is another thing. I know Annika brought it up in her video, but that India set is still not flexi color. It would be perfect if it were, like all those sandstone pieces, all those Indian pieces, they would be perfect for a build like this, but unfortunately they're still not flexi color, which is a bit of a shame. But you know what isn't a shame? This entire build, really, I don't know, I just love it. So you can see I got to work right over here, just making sure that all of these buildings were even on each side, and then just placing it directly where I want it to be, crossing it with my reference. At this point, people were like, oh, you forgot King Louie's minions, so I threw in some extra monkeys. Really, it's a shame we don't have any, like, old world monkeys, like lion-tailed macaques or anything like that. That'd be a really awesome thing to have, but unfortunately it is not the reality of the Planet Zoo that we live in. Such a shame. Adding the cap to the top of this building right over here, I don't know, I just really do like how it turned out. And just adding some extra flourish around here, making it look very good in the end. I don't know, I just really enjoy it. I don't know. It was fun. Have you guys played around with Diorama mode recently? I personally love it. It's a really awesome game mode. Especially when you aren't too inspired to work on big zoos. Like, I just finished the Australian section in San Cabrillo Zoo. I know everyone is probably waiting with bated breath for what we're gonna do with that in the next episode. I do have some plans. I think I know exactly what I want to do. But for the time being, I think I just want to mess around with some other things in Planet Zoo. I don't know. I want to have some more fun videos. I kind of want to put out, like, you know, the big elephant video, if that makes sense. You guys remember, like, my elephant habitat in, like, 6 different zoo games. I'm doing the same thing, but this time for hippos, which I'm very excited for. But, yeah. At this point, it's kind of like I just want to take the end of this year very relaxed. Really want to have a lot of fun with it and see what I can do. But yeah, adding the rest of the scaffolding around here to the temple as well, and some other foliage just to help ground it in the surrounding diorama, just help frame that, oh yeah, this is tropical. Completely forgot. India is so cool, you guys. Like, I don't know. I feel like everyone thinks of India like, oh, it's either like extremely big cities or very tropical rainforests, but no, it's such a diverse country in terms of like the landscapes. They have these really cool mountains of like, you know, it reaches up to the Himalayas, which is awesome. But they also have like beautiful coastal tropical islands. They have deserts. They have all this stuff, scrubland, temperate rainforest, tropical rainforest. It really is such an incredible country. Really hope I get the chance to visit there someday. It looks really awesome. But yeah, this is essentially where Mowgli meets the vultures. So I really wanted to make this a little bit of a scrubland area right over here. I'm very happy with how well it turned out. I think these are for Amelie, the vultures I eventually end up using. And I think I use like the Eurasian vulture, if I'm correct. Thank you guys for helping me out in the live chat for that, because again, I like to pride myself on being a very big animal fan, but there are just some things that I do not know about animals, and it always comes down to you guys, whether it's in the comments or in the live stream chat, just helping me out with, like, you know, expanding my knowledge and stuff like that. It's always so helpful. And I think this is probably the last main thing I do in this live stream, is just add all these extra plants. I only had an hour to live stream because, like, I don't know, I want to take advantage of that, like, one day where, you know, everyone would be watching to see, like, oh man, what kind of cool stuff is happening with this pack, you know? So that's kind of why I wanted to live stream on that day, but I didn't have that much time, so it was alright. Maybe I could do that again soon. I don't know, maybe we could have like a holidays live stream where we build, like, you know, Santa's Village or something. I don't know, I feel like that'd be super fun. Adding the rest of like the temple decor around here just to help build it into the rest of the diorama. And adding the vines in between here, again, just so we could actually get some more brachiating animals in here, especially with those gibbons. Now the fact that they can brachiate on the ivy and the vines, so good. And people wanted to see my life list, so there you go. If you want to see all the zoos I've been to and the ratings, there you go. You can see them right there. Adding the rest of the vines around here, connecting them to the main climbing structure right there, hitting play, making sure that they're actually able to access that. And yeah, that is really that. Adding some other plants around here as well, checking out my reference, making sure that it all looks good, making sure that it all looks concise. I want to add a scratching tree for the sloth bear. And here I was just showing up the taxidermy mod. I was like, yeah, this is so cool. Why not? I could give you guys a little bit of a hint in it. Again, I just want to stress you guys, it's gonna be released when it is ready. There's no release date, and the sooner you ask for a release date, the more it gets pushed. So please do not worry about that. Like, listen, it'll be out when it's out, and you guys will be able to play with it. But for the time being, there's still some back-end issues that will break your game if you have it installed. I am doing this completely on a risk, making this entire habitat. So just keep that in mind. You guys will get the safe, stable version once it is ready. Again, I stress once it's ready, please. Like, listen, just hear me out over here. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Adding the rest of the details around here as well. I wanted to get some faux rocks, because the faux rocks are always a great way to bring in a little bit of extra detail. They just have these very unique shapes in here that really help to sell a good looking cave or a good looking rock structure. I really don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I was kind of having a little bit of fun with everything else, just adding some smaller tropical foliage in and around here. Rafflesalias, banana leaf palms, adding like these creosote bushes. I know they're more scrubland than anything else, but I do not care. They're a big green bushy bush, and I want them in my park. Or diorama, really. Kentia palms too, really awesome piece that we got in the tropical pack. Again, tropical pack was just solid for all foliage. I don't know, I love that stuff. And there was a hosta. I really didn't use that too much because it really didn't fit the vibe, but it's there. Added some other flowers around here because it really does help to add a little bit of extra detail that you're typically not able to do. But that is pretty much it. That's really all I can think of, guys. I don't know. It was pretty good. Fixing up the river right there. And that's pretty much it for that stream, I believe. And then I end it right there. And then, yeah. hopefully we'll bump right into the Timberwolf section right over here. Just very simple. I really wanted to make this look as movie accurate as possible, so I kind of have it coming off the diorama a little bit. Big shout out to Nick for helping me out with like conceptualizing this. I really wanted to give a little bit of extra height too to the left side because we had the huge temple on like the right, and nothing happening over here on the left. So I combined the olive tree to give like a little bit of like a scrubland kind of looking tree with the cherry blossom, the broken cherry blossom at least, just to have it look a little bit better, and adding a full bunch of other rocks in here to make it look coherent. Yeah, that's really it. I added some details on the side that you guys might not have seen. I added some ivy hanging down from the book, kind of like it's growing around the pages. That's something I added in there. Adding some more rocks, again, just to have it look pretty good. I'm just using big pieces over here because I can't be asked to do tiny details on a section that no one will see. Please don't blame me for that. Like, listen, I'm not a Goron or anything like that. Adding some other drier foliage in here as well, because it's kind of like the top of a mountain. Whenever you do have a top of a mountain, you oftentimes get rainfall going all the way down, and then, you know, it saturates like the rest of the foliage, not the top. Here we are in the cinematics. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed this quick little diorama video. I really do appreciate your guys' attendance on the live streams. It's always so awesome to be able to chat with you guys live. Thank you so much for watching one more time. I can't wait to see you all in the next video. Take care, enjoy the rest of this, and goodbye.